Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Straight Outta Content. We're here with Miss Flash Custom Transfers. She's got on the YWA, that's YouTuber with attitude. And we definitely got that attitude. We are
limited edition.
Limited edition, Straight Outta Content shirt. And the reason why we are turned up, because we got 20,000 subscribers. We hit 20,000 subscribers, guys. We are here. We are out here. We hit 20,000 subscribers. And today's episode, babe, today's episode is going to be about
the importance of YouTube.
The importance of YouTube. And how YouTube got us to where we are at. I know 20,000 isn't that big, but in perspective, it's huge. That's a big milestone,
First of all, 20,000 is big.
20,000 is big?
Yes. Yeah. Why are you acting like it's not big? Yeah. Don't be so modest. I get it. You're trying to be modest. Today is about celebration. Yesterday we had a celebration, and I'm just trying.
You looking at that screen over there?
No, I'm looking at the lens.
Okay.
It is a big deal. He's trying to be modest and trying to say, oh, 20,000 is not that much. The hard work and dedication that this number represents in our family is humongous. And I'm all about celebration. I'm all about celebrating you, your dedication, your hard work. We love you so much. And YouTube changed our life.
Yeah.
That should be the title. YouTube changed our life. And now we are able to utilize our YouTube to the max and also share it and inspire others. Hey, you can be doing a YouTube channel. It pays us. You can do a YouTube channel. It pays us. So that's what this channel is about and how YouTube can change your life.
And that's what this episode is about.
What did I say?
That's what this channel is about.
Hey, it's about that too.
But just to give some context, we'll kind of take it back to the beginning. I wonder what even made me, because I had a YouTube channel years ago. That's not funny. Why are you laughing at me? So I had a YouTube channel years ago. I had two. I had NY Cutie 1985. Let me
find out you the NY. You know what? You are NY Cutie.
Anyway, because that was my AIM name. So I made it into a YouTube channel.
NY Cutie? You called yourself a cutie?
I stole it from Patrick Alejandro. Anyway, so shout out to Pat. So
do not shout out NY
back home in New York. But so I guess I'm a nerd with computers and stuff like that. Oh, what happened to the thing? It just took off the face?
It's right in the middle.
Oh, it's right in the middle. Oh, there we go. Mm-hmm. So what I like about is the freeness of the podcast. I like that. You know what I mean? Because people be joking back and forth on the podcast. So I like that. I like that we have this we plan to have guests and stuff like that. I don't know why it keeps going to the middle.
Yeah, because the balloons, are they moving? No. I love it. This is how we wanted it set up.
Yeah.
Just cool, relaxed, calm.
Have a conversation.
Conversing. Joking, laughing. So, Mr. Straight Outta Content, what made you start a YouTube channel?
So I already had one. I had the NY Cutie one I was uploading there, and I had I Am Boxing. I got I Am Boxing because of this guy I used to watch unboxing. Not in boxing, but he would always comment on videos and stuff like that. So I was like, I like boxing, why don't I start that? And I would just film random things. Some of my videos from I Am Boxing are still on YouTube. You can type in I Am Boxing, you see me filming just making a couple of videos here and there. But the one before that did well because I was taking videos of back then YouTube was totally different back then than it is now. It was called the YouTube Partnership Program, and I got on it because there was this girl that was twerking on the internet, and everybody you would steal her videos, and then the views on your channel would go up. And then I had I would chop and screw music, which it's gone now. It got stolen, it got hacked from China, and now it's a Chinese channel. It's crazy. But I had a chopped and screwed a Millie song. I chopped and screwed it, and then I put it on there, and it blew up. It did well. But this was before they was actually cutting checks or anything. They would just send you an email saying, hey, you're part of the YouTube program or whatever, but they ended up cutting all that out. So I always had to record. I always had that in me. Then I meet Shelly, and I don't even know what made us want to start. Oh, I met Shelly. She had hers.
Well, I started ours a little after we got together.
Oh, I thought you started before me.
No, I started March, and we met in November.
That's what I'm saying. You started before me.
We met in November, and I started in March. That's after.
Well, actually March, depending on which way.
Well, there's November, December, January, February, March.
March. Okay.
So that
okay.
March, I started my YouTube channel.
Which was?
Chelly No More Belly. So it was.
Really? Sorry, we had a little difficulty. We got people hitting us up for the store. So you started Chelly No More Belly in November of 2016.
No.
So when did you start?
March. We met in 2016.
Oh, we met in November 2016. March 2017, you started Chelly No More Belly? And how long did you run that?
For about almost 9 months to a year, something like that. 9 months to a year.
I didn't record.
You didn't record what?
I don't remember recording during the time when you were doing Chelly No More Belly.
No, this was a very, no.
Yeah, so I recorded by myself, met her, she created a channel for fitness, and then you did it for like 9 months, then you stopped. And then why did we stop?
Why did I stop?
Yeah.
Because I stopped working on my fitness and stopped losing weight and just went back to normal.
Oh, okay. And then what made us restart the channel?
Restart or create?
Well, both.
Restart what channel?
Straight Outta Content. Like what made us jump back into YouTube? Because I can't remember that part. I just remember us talking a lot about it.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I think it was you. You knew more about YouTube and the opportunities that it can present and how you wanted to be financially free and how YouTube can get you there. And you knew all about that. I had no idea. I mean, everybody knows that YouTube can make you money, but we didn't really know anybody who had a YouTube that made money. We didn't know. So we were just kind of, that's what I think. What do you think?
I don't remember because what's weird is we know the story for Flash Custom Designs and Transfers easy. Like we know that like the back of our hand. But I don't remember. All I remember is you coming up with the name. Chelly came up with the Straight Outta Content name, but I don't, because it was right on the heels of the Straight Outta Compton movie, but I don't remember what got us there. I'm trying to give that for the people so that they can see, because I know it was organic. Oh, was it, No. Was that around Uno Toy? Did we start it for Uno Toy?
No, we didn't.
Uno Toy was separate?
Yeah, that wasn't for the same thing. So we started a online drop shipping toy company called Uno Toy, which we got one sale. But then we had to refund the money because we were drop shipping. So when we went to fill the order, the item wasn't available anymore. And we didn't keep an eye on our drop shipping store, which was from, was it Alibaba? Like I don't know. Yeah. That was my first time learning about drop shipping and having to keep an eye out on the store to make sure that the merchandise is still there. It was a lot. But I remember the night that we got our order. I was so excited.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So then we just refunded the money, which was like $80-something. And it was like 86. We refunded it, let them know that the item wasn't available, and then we just kind of shut down. Yeah. Because it was like,
I don't remember. It's so weird because I know the first video. I don't know. I'm really trying to like go back to the beginning of what made us, but the only memory that I have in my head is I know we were thinking about a YouTube channel name. We were thinking about a YouTube channel name. As far as structural YouTube channels though, Chelly's channel was more structured than mine. Mine was just a bunch. And like I said, if you go and look at I Am Boxing right now, a lot of the videos I took off because I used it to, when I invented my hoverboard, I used my I Am Boxing YouTube channel. That's right. When I had my hoverboard and I invented it, I used it to make my video for Shark Tank. And I took down a lot of, or I made a lot of the other videos private because I knew if they would go there, I didn't want them seeing a lot of other stuff. Then Chelly and I meet, and I don't know what made us, I really don't. Obviously, it's just organic. But I think back then in 2019, it was a little different than it is now. Because a lot more people, I think in 2020, a lot of people got to realize how much money you can really make from YouTube.
Yeah.
Because in 2019, we watched people. Because Corey and Carmen, you were watching, was it Corey and Carmen that inspired us?
No.
No? I would watch a lot of guys and we would see them do it.
Yeah.
But again, all I know is that her and I somehow, some way decided to create a YouTube channel. Maybe it was a family one, right?
Yeah, because we did like the Popeyes chicken sandwich, the Halloween thing. We went and purchased our first camera together on camera and stuff like that. But I remember when we first started dating, you had, like you said, your YouTube channel where you did your Shark Tank and then you did the other things on there too. Remember you did like the how to make your own heater and stuff like that.
That's
so I remember because we broke up because we were like on and off at the beginning, and then we broke up, and I would still stalk your YouTube.
That's funny.
Because I knew you would still post, and I'm like, well, I blocked him, and then I would check your YouTube, and I remember you posting like a few videos on your YouTube with the Laura, and I'm like, oh. He's still alive.
That's funny.
But anyway, so you've been in the YouTube game. And that's why I said you were like, hey, this can change our life if we do it right. And you were always, stuck on being financially free, finding sources that can help you be that. So you came with this YouTube idea, monster of idea. I was just tapping into it just to keep me accountable and just to, nothing serious. But you were like, hey, if we do this right, this is what you need. This is how many hours you need. This is how many videos. If we do it, we can really be paid off of this. Hey, these people are doing it. These people are doing it. They're this old. You know what I mean? Like they're this young. We can do it. Because you would watch all kinds of random YouTube videos.
I have no
And then you were like,
like
massage video, like random, just like now, these random people. And then you're like, hey, we can do this. Let's start. So that's when we started our family channel. Well, this Straight Outta Content. Is that in the good timeline? I think
it is because when she brings up Alora, I created Alora's channel because I never wanted Alora to be, I envisioned what she's talking about. I don't think I was that aware of, but I knew something was there. So I created Alora's, all her 3 social medias, her Instagram, her YouTube, and her email. I guess that's not social media. But I created it thinking like, if I can get her name now, the importance of it, right? So that whenever she gets older, this way nobody can steal her name because a lot of people's names was getting stolen and stuff like that. But again, this was still in the guerrilla format of YouTube. Like even the Jake Pauls and all those guys, they were still, even though it sounds like, 2019, 2022, there's been a lot of growth and changes from that year, because we're talking the beginning. Is it the beginning or was it? Because it was November
2019.
2019. So it's kind of the end of 2019.
Which is weird. It seemed like it was way before that.
I know. That's crazy. But yeah, she's correct. I was filming Alora a lot on her YouTube. What's up?
That ain't right. Because November 2019.
That's what the YouTube video, that's what Straight Outta Content says. The first
and
video.
we moved here in December of 2019.
No, 2020. Oh snap! We did move here in December of 2019.
That's what I'm saying. So we started a month and then moved here.
No.
Oh, it might because the Halloween stuff was over there.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, so it might have not been 2019. Because the Halloween was on the channel, and that's October.
Let's look.
Oh, is it September? I think it's September.
Well, I'm about to look.
I think it's September 2019.
Your videos. Let's see. Videos. Can I go to all this? No, it's only most.
No, go to About. It tells you when you started.
Where? In here?
On your channel. Go to YouTube channel.
Oh, this one?
No.
Oh.
You were in there? Yeah.
In here?
And then go to your channel.
Like type in my channel?
Yeah, just where you see your channel.
Oh, your channel?
And then go to About, and it'll tell you when you started it.
Yeah, November 5th, 2019.
That's weird. Yeah.
You sure we moved in?
Yeah, we moved in December of 2019. And then we started our business June 2020. It's just weird. Because, maybe that Halloween was old video. And then we just put it on the channel.
No, we can find out right now because that Halloween video was...
Oh, was that 2020? Oh, that might have been 2020.
That was 20.
No, but I made that marshmallow thing in the apartment.
Marshmallow? Oh, you did?
I made his board thing, his DJ booth in the apartment.
1 year ago. 1 year ago.
Yeah, so that's what it was. We just put an old video on there.
That's what it was?
Yeah, it had to have been. Because October 2019 is when they were Marshmello and Billie Eilish. We started our channel in November. And so you just uploaded it.
It says 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't say a date, though. No, Halloween Festival 2019.
Yeah. And we started our channel in November 2019. So you must have just put it on there late. Because it was good content.
Yeah. Halloween.
So we were filming for
November
our
8th,
channel
2019.
before we even started our channel?
That's what's weird. I don't know. Because look, the video says November 8th, 2019.
No,
That's
I know.
3 days after the channel was started.
That's what I'm saying. You put it on after, but we're filming like we already have a channel.
Like we already have a
You're
channel.
like, hey guys, we're here with the family.
Did we put it on Shelly No More Belly?
No. Oh, that's on Bear's channel. And Bear started before Straight Outta Content.
Did he really?
Yeah. I think he started September 2019 and you started November. I'm sorry, we're going this off. You want to stop the camera?
No, not at all. Not at all. Videos. Because this is important that we get this timeline correct. And, it's a podcast. So we just want the people. God dang, how many videos?
Yeah, Bear started September 2019 and you started November 2019. So I think we had put this on Bear's channel and then we put it on your channel.
We put it on mine.
Because it was just good content.
That's right. And then whenever we look at his, it's June 4th.
We put it on his June 4th?
2020. No, we put it on mine first.
But why were we filming like we already had a channel?
I don't know. There we go.
So in October, we were filming like, hey guys, we're here with the family.
I guess I could play it, but I wouldn't get in trouble.
But maybe we were already planning on having a channel, or maybe maybe that's just our natural way of filming.
You know what? That's what it was. That's what it was. It was that spark.
That natural with the family doing events.
Yes.
Hey, we're here with the family. Yeah, I think maybe that was what sparked us.
Yeah, because we were starting to film and start to do things, and then that's when she came up with the name, and then that's when we dropped it.
Well, we came up with the idea of the channel first.
Because think about it, October, November. So it was October 30th. We filmed it. And then...
November, what day?
5th.
5th. Oh, just a few more days.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So we filmed that video. That's the reason why it was before. So we must have already decided we're going to do this channel. We must have already decided we're going to do this channel.
And then we just had to come up with the name. It might have been, because it took us a while to come up with the name. We were like sitting on it and we were just trying to figure out.
5 days. Think about it. Or about 6 days. Because
it definitely was that Halloween that sparked us. Because it was such a good day.
Yeah, it was.
We had great content. It was a good family day. The kids were dressed up. Donovan won the...
That's what I was just going to say.
He won the costume contest. And it was just it just felt so good. And to have all that content, it just had to go somewhere.
Yeah.
We have to put this up. So that was good. That was such a sweet video.
So that's what started it was. And I think we might even had something before then, but I know because we put a lot into that video. If you guys go back and check out that Halloween video, we did a lot. I remember filming it on the old phone and stuff like that, and walking around and doing it. And then
I edited that video. I remember editing it.
Okay. Where'd you edit it on? The phone?
Probably Da Vinci. No, I don't think it was on the phone.
Yeah.
Wait, did I know Da Vinci then?
Yeah,
I don't
you
know.
knew Da
I don't
Vinci.
remember. It might have been the phone.
It might have been.
Because I only really used to edit on the phones.
On the phones. But and so there we go. That's the genesis. That's the beginning of Straight Outta Content. Like I said in the story, that you guys have to know, that I have to give her credit. We were trying to come up with names, and Chelly doesn't like telling me things, especially back then. Now our communication is a lot better. But back then she was like, I don't want to tell him, I don't want him to think it's stupid or whatever. And I was like, no, I always tell her, tell me. You have to tell me what's in your head, especially now, because once she told me Straight Outta Content, I was like, I have to know what's in her head, whether or not it's good, bad, or indifferent. I have to know what's in her head. So she was in, like, all I remember is you were in a doorway. I don't know if it was the doorway of the kitchen or the doorway of the bathroom, or the doorway of your bedroom. In our little one-bedroom apartment, we had a little one-bedroom apartment in a decent area, and the decent is like stretched out, decent area of North Houston, Northwest Houston. And she was like, okay, I got a name. And then she was like, Straight Outta Content. And when she said Straight Outta Content, all of this just fell out of the sky. Like, I knew 1000% what I could do with it. That's the reason why a lot of the videos are niche, because I found out, you'll find out once you start a YouTube channel, that YouTube will force you into a niche. 1000%. It's going to force you into a niche. It has to, for its algorithm. But I did not want that. That's the reason why Straight Outta Content to me means I want to be able to put anything I want on there, regardless. And once you get to a certain number, it doesn't matter. YouTube's then just going to put your content out. So but I knew that that's what I want. And that's the reason why I came up with the acronym B.A.S.I C, which is Business, Automotive, Sports, Investing, and Creating, because those are the subjects that Chelly and I are very passionate about. But she dropped that name, and that is what got us to here today. And again, this is just the beginning, because after that, it was off to the races.
Yeah, literally after we said the name, maybe that same day, that same brainstorming session. No, I don't think it was the same day. I might be thinking something else, but you're like, it's going to be a multimedia channel. I'm going to feature everybody's, and it's just content, and it's a playoff word. And you were just like crazy. And it's a playoff, Straight Outta Content, which means we'll never be out of content because we'll always be featuring other people's content. Multimedia channel, just a whole bunch of content, which, and it's like an ironic Straight Outta Content, but I don't know. Anyways, but I remember the day you were just like hyped. It's gonna be multimedia. You were just, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. It was like an identity, like, because like she said, we were thinking of so many different names, but I was like, that is it. Like, there's no better name. Because I knew, see, the name is everything, right? Like, if Nike was like couch, it'd be, nah. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, the name is everything, and the name can really dictate, like Target and Walmart. The second I say Target or Walmart, you feel like better brand in Target.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you just feel JCPenney's and Ross, Macy's and Marshalls. Like, you feel it, right? Whether or not, once you go in there, right, they can try, but you're like, no, this store is on. So I knew the name had to be, but also the name is what's going to dictate everything else. And once she said Straight Outta Content, that was it. And that's what the journey from there. So now we have the beginning. Now we have the name. Now it's about putting in the work. And so the timeline was, she had her natural ability of filming. She did this on her own, right? It was already in her. I had mine as well. Then we meet, and then we come together with, boom, in the middle, Straight Outta Content. Now we take this baby and we move it forward to this right here, to this milestone right here, which is a very difficult milestone. See, on other platforms like TikTok and Instagram, you can get to 20,000 amazingly, but it's not, even at 20,000, TikTok or Instagram, you're not getting paid, or even Facebook, you're not getting paid enough to where you can like pay serious bills. It's just not going to happen. And the pay structure of YouTube is extremely established. It's you know, and I said this in other videos, like it's like a 401k, it's a real income, like it's truly, you know, a game changer in the world. So going back to the beginning, as we talked to our journey to get to the 20,000, I'm trying to think of the next milestone, I guess picking the camera.
Yeah.
That was
what, our second video? Because we had Popeyes and then, oh no, you had like the Windows. How to do Windows 10 for free. Remember how to install Windows? Isn't that your first video?
Oh, Windows. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we did the Popeyes chicken, which the Popeyes chicken sandwich was the craze at that second. If you guys remember, it was like everybody was doing their Popeye chicken reaction. We're like, let's do it. And then so I think that was our second video. And then what was I saying?
You're talking about the camera.
Oh, the camera. And then we were like, let's take this seriously. Let's go buy a camera. Let's do this. And we went. We bought the camera. We didn't have the capital at the moment. We were, like we said, living in a one-bedroom apartment. We both had jobs. Did you have a job?
Of course.
How many?
No, I was at whatchamacallit.
Where?
I was doing security at HSS.
Oh, okay.
And remember that 2020 we moved to the house because I got that December. I got the big job.
That was perfect timing. Yeah. That's crazy. So we both had just regular 9-to-5s, just enough to pay our bills at the time, nothing extra. We went to Best Buy and we're like, we got a credit score and a dream. Let's see what we can come up with.
That's not how that happened with the camera.
How? We went to Best Buy. I applied right there, remember?
I know, but that's not how we bought the... Oh, that is how we bought this camera.
I applied for the credit card in the store. They were like, you're approved this much. We went to the aisle to get the camera and I bought it with the credit card.
But what was crazy was, and this is a little business, because your credit was popping.
Not then. Not then.
Yeah, it was.
No, not at that moment. It was a little, but it wasn't at the highest that it was. We had already been working on it a little bit, so that's why we were a little...
Did something happen?
No, it's just the beginning of us working on ourselves.
No, because remember, I got it popping when I was with Delta.
And that was after?
Yeah, that was after.
Oh.
Because remember I lost the job at Delta? Remember I quit Delta?
Yeah.
Remember I quit Delta, then I went back and I was double dipped. Remember? I was working for Delta and HSS.
I think so.
Remember that? So I don't remember your credit being bad at all.
No, it wasn't bad.
No,
it just wasn't the highest.
Well, what could have made it go whatchamacallit? Because we had cash for the summer.
Wait.
Remember?
It might have been. Well, I didn't get approved for that much. If it was high, I would have got approved for
your
more.
income.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So anyways, that's what happened. We went to Best Buy, applied for a credit card. They approved me for that much. We got the Canon. It was perfect.
A little even further. So the video that's on the channel, we bought a Sony some raggedy camera first.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I did a review on it, and I tell people, don't buy this camera. Now, mind you, something I wanted to touch on. A lot of people always start a YouTube channel and want to do like a mukbang or some other stuff. Don't do that. Don't do it. It's too saturated, and the people who do mukbang videos are forever, they got that on lock. But that's just something that you always try whenever you first.
Yeah.
So that's just a little tip. If you're going to start a YouTube channel, or if you're watching this, you're obviously on YouTube. So if you're going to start a channel on your own, I would suggest trying to find some type of niche. A lot of people do things already. So just film that. We, on the other hand, knew that we wanted to be free to do everything because of the name. So once she came up with the name, I was like, we have to film everything. And then something will eventually take off because the law of numbers is if you do something, 1 billion times or you make 1 billion songs, one of them is going to be a hit, right? If you make a million movies, one of them is going to be a hit. Something of the, you know what I mean? So I just knew by the law of numbers, I have to blow. Like something's got to pop. So back to the camera. Yeah, we bought that raggedy Sony. We brought it back. We bought that with cash.
I was going to say, I don't remember. I barely remember that.
No, I remember now.
So we bought it before we went and got this one with the credit card?
Yeah, see, once you said Straight Outta Content, I remember every bit. I just don't remember a little bit before that. Like my life starts at Straight Outta Content.
So why did we? So we went and bought a camera cash, and then that wasn't working. So
That
we
camera was
kept our money
ragged.
and then bought that one on the
That
credit
was the
card?
camera that we shot the video with, that we shot the chicken sandwich with.
Oh.
It was horrible.
But then we were like, let's keep our money and try a credit card?
No, so this is what happened. We went online and we found, we did mad research on cameras, mad research on cameras, mad research on cameras. Then we went to Best Buy and that's when we found out about open box.
Yeah.
And I'm saying we, I don't know who it was, but that's when we found out about open box, right? We found out about open box. So then we go there and we're like, dang, $300 something, da, 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 da. And I was only making like 15 or something like that, or 17. I think I was doing I think I was making 17 an hour because I was like the boss over there.
Oh yeah, big boss. I was making 14 at Sona.
Yep.
So we were making that much.
But I hadn't known yet about the position. It had just been talked about of me taking over the hospital. So we kind of knew, I think that's also what really projected us because we knew at that time money was coming because I had a good relationship with Dennis and I was doing everything over here, but I had to keep it a secret. I had to keep it a secret all the way up until, because it was like talks like, hey, Carl, we're going to give you your own hospital. Hey, Carl, we're going to give you your own hospital. And then, because I think that's what it was, because right after that, we got the house. So when you think about it.
It's making me emotional.
Oh, is it?
It is. It was just a long.
Yeah, I know.
It's been a long journey.
Yeah.
We've been through a lot. It was a lot that happened.
Yeah, yeah.
But we did it.
But
We're
we did.
here.
Yep.
That's a
So
lot.
that's when because the summer before that, when I was working at the other company, we worked on her credit a lot to get it really good. So I'm glad that we did that. Her income wasn't there at only $14 an hour, but her budgeting skills were always really good. So boom, we go into 2019. We get the Sony camera. We don't like the Sony camera. It's really bad. We do our research. We find this camera that we're filming on right now. And we go there and we get it with the credit card of her, which you still have that Best Buy, right? Yeah, you still have that Best Buy credit card. And we get the camera on open box. And then that right there, again, but we just want to let people know at this time, it was what? The iPhone 7, 8? Right? It wasn't anything crazy, but so we thought that you needed a high quality camera. In 2022, you don't.
No, iPhone.
iPhone. You can just get a good iPhone, 11, 12, or 13. Get the max version of those. The 11. If it has 3 cameras, get the 11, 12, or 13 Pro Max of whatever of that, and just film with that. That's all that you need in today's world as far as filming content. Now, if you want to start doing podcasts, you want to start putting mics and stuff like that, then you're going to need a higher, like a camera like this. But this SO2 is a little more expensive now because it's retained its value. Like we could definitely get, because you know, the
the shortages and
chip
stuff.
shortage and everything. But this camera is still a workhorse in today in 2022. It's definitely a camera that you can go out and go get and do everything that we've done. Get to 20,000 subscribers with a $350 camera, which is probably still $300 or $400 now because of the market and everything that went up. So that's just something to really take into consideration. A lot of people have better equipment than us and don't film with it. You know what I mean? A lot of people go out there, oh, I need the camera, oh, I need this, and create roadblocks in front of yourself. And that's not what you need to do. Chelly just said, so here we go. So just to touch on this real quick, the limitations of this camera is we have to pause it every 30 minutes because it's not a continuous camera. So we will take some money and go get, a $1,000 camera so that we can record this podcast without having to stop. So, but Chelly said something off camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, off camera, and go ahead and explain to them what you want to.
No, we were just talking about, we've been talking a lot lately about the importance of YouTube. And I know that's what, we're here to talk about, and how you made a good point the other day while we were talking, having a conversation, how there's no way to be poor in this world. No, what did you say? You said it really good on how it, go ahead.
No, I said that I believe YouTube can eliminate poverty.
There we go. Yeah. How?
Oh, I thought you was going
because you said you had the greatest, and I was like, man, we should be recording this because you had the perfect Campaign.
Yeah. No, I truly do believe YouTube can eliminate poverty. I believe that no matter what position you are in life, everybody nowadays has a phone or has money or can gain money in America, can gain money to access a phone. Because I see people in other countries who are filming people shave tires and stuff like that in India. You know what I mean? Like the stuff that we watch is crazy. So from shoe shining to filming in the hood to filming in the suburbs to cooking to chopping up fish to
kids reading books. That's crazy. Like,
there's just
everything on YouTube.
Animals, chopping up animals, like you name it. Just literally living out of a truck.
Yeah.
Stupid money.
Oh, the van, people that lives in vans. Yeah, they make so much money.
These guys make stupid money.
And it just funds their life to keep living in a van.
That one kid he said he saved up $300,000 cash.
Oh, I missed that part.
$300,000 cash he saved up because his house was with his parents.
Yeah.
And they were decent, like they had a good life, but he had his truck and that's all that he did, just filmed and uploaded. I'm like, where are you filming and uploading?
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's easy for them, but I'm worried about like, how are the tribes in Indonesia, how are they uploading? Where are they uploading at?
Off of their phone, I guess. Dudes building Bugattis, them fake cars that I showed you.
But where's these towers? Like, you know what I mean? Like, nothing can stop them and nothing should stop you. Like, nothing.
Yeah.
If they can overcome any obstacle with just uploading, us in America should not have any obstacles at all.
Yeah, and I truly believe that, and I think that's what's going to happen, and that's what I was telling her. I was like, in 2019 or a little bit before that, people really wasn't aware. I think 2020 set everybody's asses down and let everybody know, like, yo, this content creation thing is what can really change your lives. Now, what happened was everybody all of a sudden sprung out of 2020 and thinks that they're merch makers and clothing designers and truck drivers.
First of all, I thought I was a merch maker.
I'm just saying,
don't be trying to play with me.
It's just a fact, though. Because everybody wants to create merch or create a clothing line, and then everybody's a freaking financial guru all of a sudden, and then everybody's got a dang truck. Like, that's what came out of 2020. And it's like, it don't work like that, because if you don't record, or if you don't record, then nobody knows who you are anyway. So recording is the basis of everything. If you don't have a platform, whether or not you're recording on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, or YouTube, but YouTube's going to pay the best and be the most stable, then you don't have anything. So that's the reason why I truly believe if enough people knew who are in a impoverished situation, which, like I said, it was 3-4 of us. Whenever I had my daughter, Laura and I would sleep in the living room, and Shelly and Donovan would sleep in her bedroom. And it wasn't bedroom apartment. It's not like that we are here at 20,000 and we've been making this, 6+ figures, this entire time. That's not how it started. We started from a impoverished situation. Roaches in that apartment. These are just facts. These are just facts. Again, we weren't in like the worst violent area or nothing like that. We weren't in that type of situation, but it was just a lower scale place, something we would never want to move back to or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I truly believe that YouTube, not only what it can pay per month, right? Because it doesn't, right now, and even at 20,000 subscribers, we still need work at this point. We still do need a job and work, and so will you. But if you are a young child, or if you are 18 years old or 21 years old and you're still able to live at home, and you're at this many subscribers, or you're able to do a lot of lives, if you're able to do it, because we know how much money you make off a live, because the difference between between a YouTube video and a live is, once you make your live, you're paid. It's going to show you how much money that live made. So a lot of these kids who are in impoverished situations, you guys have the time. You don't have to necessarily go out and go get a job yet. But if you are in that situation to where you have to go, like a single mother like Shelly, and stuff like that, then recording is what's going to give you that extra revenue stream, as well as being able to sell things through that channel. And that's the reason why I believe if everybody who's in a impoverished situation starts recording with the intent not to make money, but with the intent to create another revenue stream, then that should close the gap. Because what's happening now statistically is people aren't going back to work. The unemployment rate is high. That's cool. Right now, and YouTube right now is a 1099. So technically you're unemployed all year until you file your 1099. And then the government gets to say, okay, well, you owe taxes for this much if you made over a certain amount. Because if you don't, you're not gonna have to pay taxes on it because you're under the poverty line. So but you will be considered an employee. So that right there could raise the unemployment or lower the unemployment rate, because if everybody who is unemployed has a channel and then files, if they're monetized, then that will raise it. But in the meantime, if the unemployment rate is high and all these people are not going to a job, what you should be doing to create money, the only other way, if you're not, obviously, even if you are creating your own business, you're still employed because you're just employed for yourself, so you're self-employed. But even if you do create your own business, there's another stream of revenue out there that is attached to every time your eyes open, and that is filming the content. That is filming. And that's what I knew very early. Once she came up with the name, I knew as long as I continue to film, the revenue will come. As we were at 58 subscribers, we always knew, listen, this will be a catalog that will pay us forever. As I told Danny when I told him I almost hit 50,000 the last time I spoke to him. And I was like, yo.
You almost hit 50,000?
Oh, 20,000.
20,000.
And he was asking me, like, what's my biggest video and stuff like that. And I was like, well, you know, I got these videos. But I said, but you got to understand, I have well over 500 videos on the channel. And I said, that big catalog is what's paying each month. And it's only going to get bigger as we get into thousands of videos. You know what I mean? And then also with her channel. So now from Straight Outta Content, we've built Flash Custom Transfers. And from that, we've built VSG Chelly. And from that, Donovan's Domain, Lulu's Colorful World. And it's just going to be a big conglomerate as we continue to move forward. So that's what I truly believe. If you're a family and everybody in the household has phones, everybody in the household should be filming. There's just to me, in 2022, there's no reason to stay in poverty. You can be impoverished, which is fine. We come from that. As far as being like together where we started together, when I was delivering pizzas and working at CVS, like that's how I met her. So, but the goals and the admirations to get out of that situation, to get out of that financial situation and to be financially free so that we can do the things that we want, I knew that this was the way. And again, if it's not from the YouTube channel, you guys aren't here watching, however many few hundred people that watch this podcast, you guys are not watching, or you guys are not, the people who are watching, you guys are not purchasing the transfers.
You don't think so?
Without a YouTube channel?
Oh, I thought you just meant general.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the people.
No. Yeah, you're right.
They're not purchasing the transfers, so that we don't have, the little bit of money that does come from YouTube each month. That's not going to do anything.
Yeah, we wouldn't be where we're at today without Straight Outta Content and exploding our sales from Flash Custom Transfers.
And that's the thing. Whatever you're doing, don't just look at the income that's coming from YouTube, but also look at how you're able to maximize whatever you have on there. So you're selling yourself and your things that you're able to do. You
never know who might see you and might be impressed with what your content comes. You don't know what opportunities may present itself if you don't put yourself out there and, create that content.
And by the way, glad that you said that. Do you have anything you want to touch on? Oh, shout out to Big B TV.
You know what? I did a shout out to him. Oh yeah, I told
Did
you.
you?
Whenever I did my part of this, the 20K, I shouted him out too.
Yeah, I want to shout out Big B TV. He was at like 40 something thousand. Shout out to Big B TV and his family, his wife and his baby girl. He was at like 40 something thousand when we went to, what restaurant was that?
Mamacitas.
Mamacitas. And
it's 40. I couldn't remember. Yeah. I was like, was it 20?
No, he was like 40.
He was at 40. Okay, and then we. Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was thinking. I remember when he hit 50.
Yes.
But I couldn't remember if we met him I thought we met him around 20.
No.
Because I was like, we're at 20, around the same number that Big B was at when we met him. But you're saying he's 40.
He was like 46 or something like that. He wasn't too far away from that 50. And I seen his green Mustang backed up outside of the Mamacitas, and I seen the YouTube Big B TV on the thing, and I was like, and we were making merch at this time. And in the beginning of not the beginning of the channel, at that time, I was like, I'm going to use the channel to try to get to YouTube, to try to get to YouTubers so that we can make their merch. Because everybody else was getting to YouTubers and doing stuff, sending them stuff and stuff like that. But I'm like, if we can start making these guys lines, then we'll be featured on their channels, and that's how our channel will grow. That's not how my channel grew, but it was still good to be able to learn a lot, because he taught us a lot about YouTube. And then to see, because he was a young kid, fully paid from YouTube. He had one video, he would film about cars and stuff like that. He always had really nice cars, and he had one video that went viral. And it blew up his YouTube, and it paid for his lifestyle. This is a young kid who's 10 years younger than me, not having to work. Just film. And he's big, and he was respected everywhere he went. People knew, Big B TV.
He just roamed around and created content and got paid for it.
Yes, that was the biggest.
And that was like, wow. That inspired us, was like, wow. And that was our first time my first time really meeting someone who had a channel and was getting paid from this channel and was dedicated their life to creating content every day.
Every day.
We saw his dedication. We were like, dang, this is what we need to be doing. Every single day, he filmed videos, edit videos, put out videos. He knew what time to put out his videos. And he had a very good outline and template. And he put us on game. He's like, hey, do this. Did he tell you how many minutes and stuff like that? What is that, babe?
I don't know.
Is that your phone or my phone?
That was sales. Thank you, Natia Davis. Thank you.
So he kind of put us in the behind the scenes as behind the scenes as a YouTuber, and it was just inspiring. Like, okay, so this is how we need to move. We need to dedicate to creating content every day. We need to dedicate to putting content out every day. And one of these videos will stick, because that's what he said. One of the, I just put out every day, and one of them stuck, and then that even gave him more drive to continue. To, put out content. So it was beautiful to see this young kid, and just give us time, just give us his time. We all went to dinner, just talked to him, listened to him, not to jump around. Like you said, we reached out to him to make his merch.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was it. We reached out to him to make his merch, had a dinner at Olive Garden, made his merch. He was blown away. And then the relationship, took off from there. We got to be around other people as I really got into the scene. Mind you, I'm nobody at this time. I don't even think, maybe I was monetized by the time I met him.
Remember he was trying to get you to 1,000.
Was he?
Yeah, remember? He's like, we're going to get you to 1,000, bro. Remember the first day you went and brought him the merch? And he's like, we're going to get you to 1,000. Yeah. So you were right under 1,000. You were I think you were like 700. What I think, but I don't remember. But I know it wasn't 1,000 yet, because he's like, we're gonna get you there. And Straight Outta Content on the scene with Big B TV, and like he said, Big B is very respected in the car community. So they see whenever Big B introduces this big old Straight Outta Content, it was nothing but respect from everybody.
Yeah, and everybody loved the name.
Yeah, it was
everybody.
Because everyone gets it. Content is hard to come by as a YouTuber. And it was kind of interesting to see, everyone Big B introduced you to were also YouTubers. Everyone had a channel, so it was this world that we've never experienced, and we saw. And everyone had a camera. Everybody pulled out our camera, and it was normalized. And that's something we weren't used to. When we pull out cameras within our circle, everyone's uncomfortable. Everyone's like, I don't want to be on camera. And we were like, we're just trying to work. We're just trying to make content, you know? And then being introduced to this other YouTuber world, it was normal. Everybody pulls out their camera. Everybody's doing drops. Everybody's making content. It was really beautiful. Yeah. Now that I think about it, it was cool to see. It was just like, wow. And it inspired us. We kept going. We're like, this is what we want. You know, we want to be, it's real out here. That was cool. Shout out to Big B TV.
Shout out to Big B TV.
And baby Cora Mars.
Yep.
And Sammy.
And Sammy, how you guys doing? And my biggest thing was, and I would always tell her this in private, it's probably the first time I've ever said this on camera. Was that power and respect that I always, when I came out, again, I'm not saying I without Shelly. I'm speaking in the context of the thought process that I had in the type of channel that I wanted, when you heard the name Straight Outta Content, or when you seen me coming, the respect that I would warrant as a man. So I knew how everybody else in the car industry would chase other YouTubers, would chase other channels, would want to be associated with other channels in a certain way. Mm-hmm. So at the time, I knew the tool that we had that was in our power was creating something, right? So everybody, custom apparel. Everybody else was getting their whatever. I seen other companies, they had stuff that they were able to provide for these guys. So these guys were coming to film there a lot. So I was like, okay, well, what can I do that will bring people to me so that outside of the small numbers, I will be respected because I create this XYZ MLP. We create this XYZ MLP. So boom, that's the merch. So now, boom, we make merch. Now we start to build a little reputation because we're starting to do some cool things. Mm-hmm. We're fast. We came up with our own on demand, so you could just have it made. Shout out to Sinclair Photos too. Another big YouTuber. Yeah. Sinclair Photos, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sinclair Photos. He's another big YouTuber who trusted in us making this brand and stuff like that. And I knew that coming into the game, we're small, right? We're small. So how else do we get close to these guys? How else do I get in the party if I don't know all of these other guys? How else do I get in and how else am I respected?
Without having a fancy car, without having all the money, we're trying to go against all these people that have all this glitz and glam for the camera. How do we get in there? And how do we get in there? You did it perfectly.
And mind you, Sinclair Photos is a little younger than Big B, but both of these guys are kids with super fly cars. They both work. No. I think Sinclair always had his job. He's still going to college too, because I forgot what his degree is in. But again, they're kids. They're literally kids. Mind you, we're 35, 36 years old. We're in our 30s with kids. You know, Donovan and Alora, we're old compared to these guys, and these guys are killing it. We're like, what is going on? Right? She's driving a Toyota Corolla. I'm driving a Kia Optima, like raggedy, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, that's the proof right there. But I know how to be more efficient at it. I know how to really scale it. And I'm going to surpass everybody. I knew it, and I didn't know how it was going to come, but I knew that financially wise, that was the goal. Financially wise, that when I come around, people are going to be like, he's got money and he knows what he's doing. That was always the biggest thing. So once we started, the first piece that we needed was the store. So we knew that whether or not I come around with 2,000 subscribers, 3,000 subscribers, whatever, and I'll get to how we got there. But whenever I would come around, at least I could say, oh no, I remember being asked, I was filming a video and these guys were shooting flames out of a Mustang and a kid asked me, what kind of car do you have? I said, I don't have a car, I have a store. You know what I mean? He was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, it's over here off of Grant Road, in a very nice area, which isn't nice anymore. But I knew that having a store, a location, and a business was stronger than having a vehicle. Because I didn't want to chase it. And I would always tell people like, yo, don't make your vehicle who you are. Now, Because if for whatever reason, if you lose that vehicle, you lose your identity, right? So you need to make your channel, your vehicle is just an addition of who you are. So I always knew that I was going to create Straight Outta Content based off of business. And then whatever perks that we get from it are just additions, and they add to the allure of the business. And that's what we did. And then once the channel started to get bigger, which I used, and maybe I'll make a separate video, but we used lives during certain boxing events to gain more subscribers. And that's what really popped the channel to get me to 10,000 pretty quick.
That.
Yeah. Get me to 10,000 really quick. And then once we filmed that infamous video of us throwing out the sublimation machine, YouTube forced us into the niche of like, you know, apparel and vinyl, sublimation and stuff like that. So now we're kind of forced into this niche. I can't really make sports content anymore, but it doesn't really matter because the channel grows every day. Subscribers, bing, 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 bing. But just to touch on that, I mean, just to finish off that statement, and now we make a lot of money.
Without making merch.
Without making merch, yes, exactly. Now we make a lot of money without making merch, and it is from our YouTube. It is. So YouTube pays well. Like I said, YouTube pays for the car. That's easy. But as far as the views and the sales that we get from the channel, yeah, no, they pay us well, you know.
6 figures.
Easy. Like that, we've been past 6 figures.
Yeah, well, I'm saying for the year.
Yeah, we've been past 6 figures.
Yeah.
For the year. Yeah, we've been past 6 figures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is why YouTube's important.
Yes, you know
Please make a YouTube.
I mean? This is nothing. Like this is, and this isn't gloating or nothing, but to do 20K, that's nothing. Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah. Shout out Big B.
That's 15, this is 15 days. Yeah, 15 days. Easy.
Yeah, and that's
Easy.
okay
Sometimes
to say,
10.
right? Well, we've already said that.
Yeah, we got videos out. But
we make more than 20K a month with
way more.
our sales with
way more.
YouTube. So that's beautiful. Yeah. That's coming from, like we were just talking about, the jobs that we had. 20K was probably how much I made a year. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then coming from making 20K a month, it's just life-changing. It really is.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
We make way more.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
I know. But remember, 10K was our goal.
Yeah, 10K. We were like, we just need to make 10K a month. We just need to make 10K a month. We'll be at this much a year. We can do this much. Our bills are only this much. And we still planned on staying within our means. We were like, our bills are only this month. We just need this much to invest with this. And, you know, investing and stuff was always in our plans.
Yeah.
So we always had dedicated money towards that. 10K a month was going to change our life, baby.
Change our life.
10K, that's all we wanted.
Yeah.
That's all we wanted. Now what we at? 40K a month, average, 35?
Average is 35.
35 a month.
No. Average is like 37. It's in between 40 and 30.
Yeah.
35. It's in between 40 and 35.
35, 40 a month.
In fact, I didn't even see the numbers.
And that's how much I used to make a year. Like, do you understand that?
And mind you, I left a $70,000, $75,000 a year job to start this.
Yes.
I left it.
We left it.
Left it alone. I'm not doing it. And people thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
People thought I was insane.
We did have unemployment for a little bit.
Yeah.
To help us through that. And then I was making custom apparel. I did not have unemployment or any of that. And we just grinded it out to here we are.
Oh, yeah. Last month was our weakest month.
Yeah.
Yep. Last month was but it was still over 30. Yeah. Last month was our weakest month and it was over 30. So, but this is a slow time of the year.
And we say all this for inspirational purposes, motivational purposes, not to, you know, brag or anything like that. We're just so proud of ourselves.
Yeah.
You just heard our journey. You just heard everything that, you know, got us to this point. It wasn't overnight. And we're just so incredibly proud of ourselves for sticking to it. So I feel proud to be able to say those numbers and proud to be able to, you know, just share how YouTube can change your life. It brings it back. YouTube changes your life. And we try to bang that in everybody's head and nobody understands.
And I see a lot of people on YouTube talking about they don't make any money from YouTube. And to me, I say, well, I started after you. Because we know the numbers and we know other people's numbers, because again, we're from the manufacturing standpoint. And I see a lot of these other guys and we've had conversations. that's what really bothers me, is because they will say that and they may have more numbers on their channel, and unfortunately they will listen.
Mm-hmm.
So, and by right now, if you guys are listening to this, you know, on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, whenever I say they, I'm pointing to the camera, but they will listen. The customer or the viewer will listen to that YouTuber and it'll be like, oh, there's no money in it, because they're saying there's no money in it unless you're selling affiliate programs and stuff like that.
Who's saying that? People are saying that there's no money in YouTube?
Oh, hell yeah. He's already made his video. He made like 4 or 5 videos talking like that. Saying that there's no, remember he said it to us on camera.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean.
So they think that there's only money in affiliate marketing because they don't make that much they don't get paid that much from the actual videos, but they also let us know that they don't put in that much time into their videos.
Yeah, and that's one thing he's not, you know, doesn't put that time.
But I see other guys too. There's other guys too that I watch.
But it's also a stream of revenue. You know what I mean? It's one of the streams of revenue.
Yes.
If it doesn't make you $10,000 a month, it might make you $600 a month. That's still $600 to add to anything else that's supposed to be, you know, another stream of revenue. You're supposed to have multiple, at least 5, 6, however many you want streams. So that $600 will add to your pot. This, you know, investing, add to the pot. All of these streams of revenue. So it doesn't matter if you make $10 a month. That's $10 you didn't have.
Yep.
Keep going. Keep going. The more you put into it, the more money you will make.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yep.
Pretty much
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And again, we never did it necessarily. And I'll let you end it. But just one more thing before we head out is we didn't necessarily do it for the money. We did it for the platform and the exposure. Like, we wanted a brand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And everything changed. You know, you go to the regular YouTube channel. I mean, Straight Outta Content says you're multimedia outsource. But it is going to be a multimedia outsource, but in the sense of we will be speaking with other brands as we have them here. We talk, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All the brands, all the people out there who have their own business. We wanted to create that platform so we can show other businesses and talk to other people like this right here and chit chat. You can have your girlfriends or other businesses or families, you know what I mean? Scrubaholic, shout out to Scrubaholic.
Yeah, shout out to Scrubaholics. We're just excited to be able to have the platform that we can now help everybody else out and really, you know, get everyone that exposure. And we just have the opportunity, the freedom now to really dedicate to what we're passionate about. Yeah. And we've always wanted the podcast. We always wanted to bring people on the podcast. We want to share our experiences. We want other people to share. And we never had the opportunity because we're always so busy working, so busy, you know, trying to make custom apparel, so busy trying to figure out the store stuff, so busy, you know, now we finally created this life where we can create what we want, not what has to be created to keep the business running or has to be created, which we still have those videos, but now we have more freedom. So it feels good.
That's it. That's what YouTube is about, guys. So make sure you guys watch the other episode. I forgot what we talked about on there.
Which episode?
The basic episode.
Where were we? We weren't here.
No, we were at the store. Well, we will be filming the podcast from here from now on.
Yeah.
Yep, we will not be filming. Hopefully we re-rent the store, and we're in the process of doing that. So that's going to be it, guys, for this episode of the Straight Outta Content Basic Podcast. I don't know how I'm going to name it, but anyway, it'll be on. I'll put the link in the description down below to all to where you can listen to it on Apple Podcasts and Spotify as well. And check out all the other episodes that I had on there whenever I was talking about sports and stuff like that. And I will have people on here. We will talk about sports, but we created this in our house, a section in our house, so that we can have a dope setup and interview people and talk to people and, you know, continue this podcasting world on top.
You said created this podcast world.
Sorry, guys. That's why we need a new camera. That's exactly why we need a new camera. So maybe we'll buy a new camera. Maybe. Yeah, because we don't want to keep doing this. We want to just be able to record. So.
Oh, yeah, especially if we're going to have guests.
Yeah, if we're going to have guests and stuff like that, we can't do this.
Well, we got a brand new card. Go.
We do?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to buy a camera. That's going to be
brand new card.
Keep it basic. That says for business, automotive, sports, investing, and creating. And please share this video because we really want to reach a lot of people. So please share this video. Smash that subscribe button. Smash that notification bell so you can be notified for all our future bangers.
And if you have a YouTube story, comment down below. Let's hear your YouTube story. Let's see where you began at. We love reading the comments. We read every single comment. So we would love to just hear your journey as well.
All right. That's going to be it, guys. Peace.